After the car accident, I couldn't even remember who I was. So I immediately dialed the contact labeled husband on my phone. Honey, I sobbed into the phone, please come to the hospital and pick me up. I'm scared. Long silence on the other end. Have you lost your mind? I cried harder. You know my brain got damaged in the accident. Why won't you come? Don't you love me anymore? Later, I learned from others that Ethan Blake and I weren't married at all. We were bitter rivals who wanted to destroy each other. Yet the man pulled me into his arms and kissed my ear. Don't listen to them. Those are just lies. Do you trust them? Or do you trust your husband? The man sat in the hospital room, staring at me. Come closer. I'm scared. Honey, Ethan's face darkened. He walked toward me and asked the doctor, looking like he'd just eaten something unpleasant. Are you sure she has amnesia and hasn't just gone insane? I pouted, unhappy, and reached for his hand. If you keep saying that, I'm really going to get mad. The moment our fingers touched, Ethan's body tensed visibly. I slipped my hand into his palm, letting it be completely wrapped up, gently rubbing against his skin. So warm, I smiled at him. Honey, I want to leave the hospital. Since the car accident, I'd been in the hospital for over a month. My body had mostly healed, but I'd completely forgotten my past. I didn't even know my own name. All I knew was that the man in front of me was named Ethan Blake, and he was my husband. The evidence was clear. In my phone's contacts and messaging app, he was saved as husband. My photo album had our wedding pictures, and my shopping history showed gifts ordered to Ethan. Most importantly, this man was exactly my type. Dark eyes, thin lips, tall and striking figure, with deep, rebellious eyes. If I knew him, there's no way I wouldn't have pursued him relentlessly. Since learning about my amnesia, Ethan couldn't accept it at first, but he came to my room every single day without fail, checking with doctors about my condition, looking exactly like a husband who'd had a fight with his wife but was still doing the laundry. I firmly believed he was my husband. We'd probably just been having relationship problems lately. Besides, he was the only person I knew, the only person I could depend on. I want to go home. I sat on the bed, pale, only the skin touching Ethan's palm had any warmth. I burrowed greedily into his stiff embrace. Take me home, okay, Ethan? I'm scared. I want to go home. Ethan's whole body trembled. After what felt like forever, I felt a gentle touch on top of my head. The man's helpless voice carried a hint of barely detectable carefulness. Okay, with Ethan's help, I learned my name was Natalie Summers. My parents passed away young, leaving behind a massive inheritance. I had a brother I didn't get along with who managed the family business overseas. My daily routine was apparently spending money recklessly, burning through the family fortune. So what do I do for work? Ethan glanced at me with an ambiguous smile. Work? Miss Summers? Who would dare hire you? My eyes widened. So I'm just a housewife? I felt a bit embarrassed, imagining a scenario where Ethan was so jealous he wouldn't let me leave the house, making me wait for him at home like some possessive romance novel. So you care about me that much, you won't even let me work. But honey, even if I did work, I wouldn't flirt with anyone else. I promise. I love you most. Ethan was clearly speechless at my crazy talk, his face showing difficulty. Natalie, what on earth is going on in your head? Thinking about you, I blurted out. Ethan's expression became even more complicated. Ethan drove me to my apartment, but I couldn't remember the password. What about fingerprint? Face recognition? Surprisingly, this place only had a password lock. No fingerprint, no face recognition recorded. Ethan looked shocked, then seeing my pitiful expression, finally sighed. After leaving the hospital, all I had was my phone. Not even my ID. Ethan said I lived alone. I guessed we'd been separated for quite some time. I couldn't help but wonder what past me was thinking, leaving such a handsome husband behind to live alone in this huge apartment.